This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by ShireSociety.com. Join up and move to New Hampshire for more freedom.
All right, I'm standing here with, who am I standing here with again?
Marion.
From what town?
Winchester.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Marion, question for you. I see you're wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt.
Yes,
and
sir.
So I was sort of had a bit part in the Bosnian War before the military got there. And the problem in that war that helped spark it was the fact that ethnicity became associated with political parties and political movements. To what extent do you worry about Black Lives Matter being too closely connected with ethnicity?
Oh, well, to answer that, well, sometimes, I guess it depends on the views. If the views are a little too much, if they're too polar, or if they're too, how's the best way to put it? If there's no, if there's restrictions, if there's no sort of gray area, at least to make some recommendations or anything, then it might become too much into it. But with the group itself, I know there's a lot of strong stuff within it. But for me, just to have Black Lives Matter as a whole for the nation, more support of that theme versus the aspects of the group itself completely, because I know they have some views that could be alarming in some ways for many people, but I do believe that in this time period, it's been what, 400 years since a lot of stuff has happened in our history. So for me, I see more of the view of just representing the idea of Black Lives Matter as a movement versus the group itself.
Yeah, when you hear someone say the slogan "All Lives Matter," how do you react to that?
So for me, it comes with, I guess, two feelings. Feelings that I do agree, all lives do matter, but at the same time, all lives can't matter if Black lives don't matter, because if you take Black lives out of the equation, then we just already separated the group from all lives matter. And so it does have a sort of not anything negative, but just kind of that uneasy feeling because of it. Because it's like all lives do matter, but right now, since one of the issues in our country has been about basically our social justice system and how we perceive blacks in that system. And there's been a lot of unevenness when it comes to, anything for jail time, prison time, treatment of black people when it comes to, law enforcement, and I'm not saying all cops are bad. There are very good cops out there. There's a lot of good cops out there. I know there's some who might have, not represented the badge. So I feel that when it comes to our society, right now, for the main part, Black lives do matter, and all lives do matter. But I guess we got to get the first step, down first, and then we can get to a conclusion where we can finally say all lives do matter.
All right, I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
If you love liberty, declare your independence by signing the Shire Society Declaration at ShireSociety.com.